Are you still alive? Hold on. Come. Help, anyone here? Help, now. Stay with me.
Samantha, you jinx. You think we're not poor enough already? What kind of dead body is this? And you dare to bring him home? This leg is completely rotten. He won't make it. Throw him back into the sea for the fish. If he dies in the village, it'll bring bad luck to everyone. Exactly.
Sir, you're all fishermen too. If one day your boat capsizes and you're drifting out there, would you want others to toss you back like dead dogs into the sea?
Bullshit. Fine. You insist on keeping this cripple, huh? I'll kick your branch out of the family today. Not a single grain of rice, not a penny for medicine, will you get. I want to see how you two die together, you lowlifes. Why did you save me? You should have let me die in the sea. Right now, I'm a useless cripple who can't even find his family. Saving me will only drag you down. Get the hell out.
The waves were that huge, and they didn't kill you. It means heaven doesn't want to take you yet. The whole village hates you, but I don't. You're gonna live, you hear me? Wait for me at home.
Mr. Vance, you're bringing the Vance Consortium with tens of billions of dollars to invest here in our county. You're a godsend to this whole county. On behalf of the entire county and all the townspeople, a toast to you, Mr. Vance. You flatter me, Mayor Brooks. I'm here today not just to check out the investment climate, but to ask about someone. Further south of what used to be Sandstone Village was a fishing village, and 32 years ago, there was a woman named Samantha Hayes in that village. Mr. Vance, the Samantha Hayes you mentioned. Was she the girl who, back then, picked up an outsider from the beach and brought him back? You know her? That girl's life was tough. Back then, she found a dying outsider and saved his life all on her own. Then that man went out to sea and never returned. I heard he died overseas. She waited years. And finally married an honest village man. And had a daughter. That man got sick and died just a few years later. She alone raised the child and moved to the city. Not long ago, I went to the city on business and ran into her. I almost didn't recognize her. She's in her 50s, her hair is completely white. And she can barely see. I thought she was doing well. But it turns out all these years, she's been suffering all along. What are you digging up?
Oysters, I'll stir-fry them with ginger tomorrow.
Samantha, you've never asked me where I'm from.
When you're ready to tell me, you will. Try it. Good, huh? The oysters here are the sweetest.
Kevin, use every connection of the Vance Group, mobilize every detective, and investigate. In 1 hour, I want to know the whole truth about Samantha Hayes' past 32 years. Where she is, who that daughter is, I need to know it all. Go now. Yes, Mr. Vance. Where's the ticket? You want to board without a ticket? This trip is going overseas. A ticket is $52. Do you have the money? Hey, man, this is all I have on me. Once I get overseas, I'll pay you back double. I have someone waiting for me. I'll have work as soon as I get there. Trying to get something for nothing. I've seen it all. No money. Get lost.
Wait. Here's $47.30. Take it.
Samantha, that's your life savings. You gave me all your money. What will you do?
In the village, I can get by somehow. You're different. You're someone with great potential. You shouldn't be stuck in this dump. When you get overseas, remember to write. Your home will always be open.
Samantha, for all this, I, Arthur Vance, will repay you 10,000 times over.
No need. If you ever make it big, go help more people in need.
All right, get on board, now. After that, overseas, I found my family. I wrote to tell Samantha, but I never got a reply. Years later, I returned to the village. Neighbors said she had started a new family, moved up north. I thought she was living a good life, so I didn't bother her. But why? Why did it come to this? 32 years. Kevin, tell me, where did the letters and money go? Mr. Vance, we found out. Someone set Samantha up. Who? It's Howard Hayes, Samantha's cousin. Howard Hayes, 32 years ago, when you were overseas, the dozens of letters you sent back, plus a full $50,000 in cash, were all stolen by Howard Hayes, in collusion with the former village secretary Richard Cole, and embezzled. With that huge sum, by bleeding Samantha dry, he went to the city and started a building materials company. After over a decade of operation, he's now, with hundreds of millions in assets, the chairman of Hayes Group. Howard Hayes, you bastard. What's more vicious is, guilty as a thief, Howard Hayes, fearing exposure of his past deeds, fabricated news of your death and spread it everywhere, making Samantha believe you were dead. Afterward, she got married and gave birth to a daughter, but her husband soon died in a shipwreck. She then took her daughter to the city to make a living, working on the assembly line, doing the hardest labor, working over 10 hours a day. So exhausted she could barely straighten her back. On top of that, long-term malnutrition and eye strain made her eyesight worse and worse, almost to the point of blindness. Now she is living with her 16-year-old daughter Lily in a rented room in the West End, in the oldest and shabbiest neighborhood. With her bleeding hands, she carried me back from the beach, pulling me back from death's door. Now, I'm an overseas tycoon worth tens of billions of dollars, and my benefactor, right under my nose, has been tortured by a blood-sucking beast for a full 32 years. If I, Arthur Vance, pretend I don't know, am I even human? Kevin, pass my order. Mobilize the Vance Group headquarters $20 billion in funds, and gather the province's top-tier legal team, the best private detectives, and all the bodyguards, and deploy them all to the West End. I want that beast Howard Hayes to repay every cent he swallowed and owe Samantha 1,000 times over. Within 3 days, I want the entire Hayes Group completely wiped out.
Samantha, get your ass out here. You're signing this contract today whether you like it or not. You have no choice.
Martha? About this month's rent, didn't I already pay it?
That was last month's. Rent's doubled from today. You've got 3 days to sign, or get out. Mrs. Higgins, my mom has poor eyesight. We've got nowhere else to go. Humph. Can't find a place. What's that got to do with me? Rent's gone up, can't afford it. Then pack up.
She doesn't need to sign.
Who are you? Mind your own business.
Miss Higgins, you have consistently failed to follow the agreement by raising the rent and repeatedly charging tenants extra fees without justification. This has severely affected the normal lives of the tenants. We have received numerous complaints. We have gathered sufficient evidence. Per the regulations, we are terminating the lease agreement. For further matters, we will resolve them through official channels. Martha, this thing is real. It's not just a bluff.
Could there be some misunderstanding? I've been getting along fine with Samantha.
You know exactly what you've done.
Leave. I'm leaving.
Who are you?
Samantha. It's me, Arthur.
Arthur. Aren't you? They all told me you died overseas.
I didn't die. It's been 32 years. And I'm back.
Arthur Vance, have a seat. The place is small. There's barely room to stand. Don't mind the place. Lily, go get Arthur a glass of water. Use the clean enamel mug.
Samantha. All these years. Do you been living in a place like this?
This place is fine. It's cool in summer and warm in winter. And it's close to Lily's school. I'm getting old. Having a roof over my head. That's enough for me.
But just now, you couldn't even pay the rent. That landlord. And back then, Howard Hayes. How on earth did they treat you?
Well, Howard Hayes is a big businessman. He's had nothing to do with us for a long time. Actually, I'm doing fine. I do handwork at the factory. I make good money each month. Look at Lily. She's grown so tall. And her grades are good.
Mom, how long are you going to keep lying?
Lily. When adults are talking, it's not your place to interrupt.
Arthur, my mom is lying to you. We're not doing well at all. My mom works to put me through school. She spends all day on the assembly line, working 14 hours straight. Her eyes were damaged by the factory's toxic glue fumes. That Howard Hayes not only stole our family's old house, but also made all the factories in the county refuse to hire my mom. To save money for my schooling, she only eats one meal a day. Every meal is just pickled veggies and cold buns. The doctor says if she doesn't go to the hospital, she's gonna go blind in both eyes. Arthur, we're barely getting by.
Lily, enough.
Enough, stop it, come with me. In this dump in the old town, we're not staying another day. I'll take you to the best hospital in the province for your eyes. I'll buy you a big house. I'll send Lily to the best school. Come with me.
Arthur. I told you, I don't need your help.
Why?
32 years ago. I carried you back from the beach. Because you were a living soul. I gave you all my savings because I thought you had talent and shouldn't be stuck in that poor mountain village. I, Samantha, saved you, helped you, not to take anything from you, but because I wanted to. If you still respect me, sit down and have a glass of water and I'll be happy. If you're here to pity me, then get out right now. Get out.
Pity, Samantha? In your eyes, am I, Arthur, really just an ungrateful beast? Open your eyes and look at me. 32 years ago, the whole village thought I dead, called me a jinx, and wanted to throw me back into the sea to feed the fish. Who was it that dug into the sand with bare hands and pulled up that piece of shipwrecked wood? Who was it that used her shoulders to carry me, step by step, back from death's door? It was you, Samantha. Without you, I, Arthur, would have rotted away in that muddy beach 32 years ago. My life belongs to you. Samantha, this isn't charity. This is repaying a debt of gratitude. Heaven didn't take me, allowing me to live until today. Not for me to sit on endless wealth, while watching helplessly as my savior lives here, bullied by thugs and unable to even afford medical treatment. Samantha, if you refuse my help, then you're condemning me, Arthur, to carry for life the guilt of an unforgivable sin, to be an ungrateful wretch struck by lightning. I'm telling you, you're moving out of this place, whether you like it or not, For all the suffering you've endured. Those who wronged you, those who stole from you, and those who bullied you. I, Arthur, swear, I will make sure they get the punishment they deserve. Samantha, I'm begging you. Think about Lily, she's only 16. She should be living a carefree life, studying in a nicer classroom, enjoying her youth freely, back there at the dock. When you gave me your last penny, when you pressed it into my hand, what did you say to me? Remember?
Arthur, if you ever made it big, help more people who are in need, don't end up like me, stuck in this mess forever.
32 years, those words. I, Arthur Vance, have never forgotten it, not even for a day. I built schools overseas and hospitals, sponsored thousands of children like Lily. I did it. Every expectation you had. I made every one of them come true, but I helped everyone in the world, but I missed you. How can I face my own conscience? I'm begging you. Let me help you. Don't let me become a useless wretch who can't even protect the one who saved me, okay?
Arthur, I trust you. Fine, I trust you, all right. I'll move, I'll do what you say. But Arthur, you don't know Howard Hayes. He's no longer the village kid he used to be. He's the chairman of Hayes Group. His assets are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. For 32 years. I still don't know why he's been so viciously targeting me at every step. I don't want you to get dragged into this mess because of us. You can't beat him.
Howard Hayes is worth hundreds of millions in assets. And has immense power. HMPAF. Howard Hayes isn't even worth a single ant.
Mr. Hayes, something big happened. Mr. Hayes. That old hag, Samantha, she found herself a backer.
A backer. In this capital city, I am the mountain. That blind bat, who can't even afford medicine. What backer could she find?
It's an old man. He's dressed simply, but he came with quite an entourage. Today he brought a lawyer to stir up trouble. He tore up the lease agreement, and he threatened to make you lose everything and rot in jail.
Ha 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 ha. Make Emmy rot in jail. What a joke, HMPH, such big talk. Piffed. That jinx Samantha. At her age, she's learned to hook up with random guys. Some random old man from who knows where, waving a couple of worn-out law books, dares to come play big shot on my turf. Some random old man from out of town shows up with 2 ragged law books and dares to act tough on my turf. Dad, that old hag must have a death wish. We took her parents' land back then, cut off her livelihood all these years, and she took it like a kick dog. Now she finds some backup and thinks she can turn things around. Want me to take some men and take out that old man? Why use a sledgehammer to crack a nut? Hayes Group is bidding on a multi-million project in the West End. Right now, we can't afford a big scene. But that old hag, she's itching for trouble. She needs a lesson. John, take a few men and head to the West End. Throw that nosy old man out of the capital city. As for Samantha, I'll make her understand that in the capital city, she'll live as a beggar forever. She'll never hold her head up like a person. Humph. Don't worry, Dad. Picking on an old woman and a brat is my specialty. Tonight, I'll show them what despair really means. Don't worry, Samantha. From today on, even if the sky falls, I, Arthur Vance, will hold it up for you. We'll just... Oh, quite a crying scene, huh? Old hag, don't push your luck. Take your little bastard daughter and get the hell out of the West End right now. If you stay one more minute, I'll smash this place to pieces. And you, old man, from what Martha tells me, you're the old loser trying to play hero, huh? Mind your own damn business. Know your place. Don't risk your life savings and lose it all.
Don't touch him. John Hayes, go back and tell your father. I'll forget the old debts. I'll give up the house too. We'll move. We'll move today. He's just an outsider, an ordinary. He has nothing to do with this.
Ha ha ha. Old hag, you can't even save yourself, and you're worried about some random guy. Fine. No one's leaving today. How dare you? You blind bat. Do you know who this person is? How dare you, you blind bat? Do you know who is standing before you right now? I don't give a damn who he is. Except for my dad, Howard Hayes, nobody else matters. Who could he be? An old man with one foot in the grave, or is he God himself? You listen to me. The man standing before you is the chairman of the Vance Consortium, the richest man in the East worth hundreds of billions. Mr. Arthur Vance.
What, Arthur Vance? You're the richest man in the East.
Ha ha ha. Vance Consortium. The richest man worth hundreds of billions. That's hilarious. Him, dressed like a beggar. An old man and an old hag. If you're hiring actors, at least get decent ones. If he's worth hundreds of billions, I'm the president. Trying to fool me. Boys, throw this old man out. Let's see if his hundreds of billions can save his ass. Looks like Howard Hayes really taught you well. Just like he was back then, still putting on a show at death's door. Get him. This. How can this be? All these cars. All these people. Mr. Vance, I was a total snob. I'm a monster. I had no idea you were the chairman of the Vance Consortium. Please, I'm begging you. Just let me go. I'm also related to Samantha, you know. We're all one family, right, family? 32 years ago, he stole the life-saving money I gave to Samantha. For decades, he schemed at every turn. While he was destroying Samantha's life, did he even think of family? Tell Howard Hayes his good days are over. I'm going to make the Hayes Group go completely bankrupt. I'm going to make you and your father kneel with nothing before Samantha. Samantha, Lily. I'm taking you both to our new home. Come in.
Arthur Vance, tell me the truth. For 32 years, what exactly were you doing overseas? Not only could you summon bailiffs and lawyers, but you also speak with such confidence, so who exactly are you now?
Samantha, now, overseas, I'm the chairman of the Vance Consortium, worth hundreds of billions. Back when you put me on that boat, you said I had talent. I didn't let you down.
Hundreds of billions. Arthur. Good, that's great. Thank heavens.
Mr. Vance. I found it, Samantha, the truth of your suffering for 32 years has all come to light. Tell me, every 10th, the landlady Martha Higgins receives a payment of exactly $5,000. The payer is a shell company under the Hayes Group. The legal representative is Howard Hayes' brother-in-law. It wasn't just bad luck. It was Martha Higgins taking money from Howard Hayes. Whenever Samantha worked hard and saved a little money, Martha would find excuses to raise rent, deduct money, and pick fights. All to target you.
Howard Hayes. Why would he target me to this extent?
Because he's got a guilty conscience. Samantha, 32 years ago, the dozens of letters I sent home from overseas, and a full $50,000 in cash were all embezzled by Howard Hayes, who colluded with village chief Richard Cole. Samantha, 32 years ago, from overseas, the dozens of letters I sent back home and a full $50,000 in cash were all intercepted by Howard Hayes and the village party secretary, who pocketed them. He leached off you and stole my money. Went to the city and started a building materials company, and grew it into a company with hundreds of millions in assets, the Hayes Group. He feared his past crimes would be exposed, so he faked my death and kept you down. He wanted to keep us from ever seeing each other. And that's not all. Samantha, after you came to the city, you set up a stall, opened a snack shop, and sold vegetables from a cart. Every time you started to get ahead, someone would use various means to mess up your business. Those people, every single month, would go to the Hayes Group to collect a fixed service fee.
It turns out, it's not that I lack ability, or that I have bad luck. It's that someone has been strangling me for 32 years, holding me back.
I will make Howard Hayes receive the punishment he deserves. Kevin. Right now, get the country's top-tier legal team and charter a flight for them tonight to the capital city. I want them to form a 100-lawyer team. Samantha, don't be afraid. This time, I will make him, in front of everybody, apologize to you. That Howard Hayes, isn't he rich and powerful? Thinks he can get away with anything? Then I will drag him to a court of law and let him stand trial under the glare of every news camera. Sentence him to lose everything and let him rot in jail. Mr. Vance, Miss Hayes. I've reviewed the case. 32 years ago, the other party embezzled Miss Hayes' property and $50,000. Given the time elapsed and lack of evidence, if we only go after that, legally, we won't be able to nail him.
Attorney Ross. So we can't touch him.
Don't worry, both of you. After looking into the case, I suspected that his path to wealth was dirty. We investigated Howard Hayes' company finances. We found that in his operations, he used a lot of shady methods. 15 years ago, he maliciously set a trap for a struggling building materials factory. Through fake capital injection and dual contracts, he took assets worth tens of millions for a mere few $100,000, pocketing them. Suspected of massive property misappropriation, plus financial fraud and illegal business operations. Now, we just need to gather a complete chain of evidence. And we can put Howard Hayes behind bars.
With this dirty money, he made himself a big shot. He used that dirty money to become a big boss. But he wouldn't even leave my mom and me a place to live.
Attorney Ross. Regarding how over the years Howard Hayes caused Miss Hayes' business to fail, can we hold him accountable? Howard Hayes, causing Miss Hayes severe physical and emotional damage is considered ongoing tortious conduct. Once we file the lawsuit, he'll not only face combined punishment for multiple offenses but also have to pay astronomical civil compensation.
What goes around comes around. Really, what goes around comes around. Arthur Vance. Thank you.
Howard Hayes, everything he's got today, from his fancy cars and mansions, to that Hayes group with hundreds of millions in assets, every single bit of it, was obtained by squeezing others dry. I'll not only make him pay legally, but in the business world, I'll also make him give back everything he shouldn't have taken. Make him lose everything and throw him in prison. Going against me, Howard Hayes. You're asking for death. Dad, help me. We've messed with a big shot. It's all over. Completely finished. What's the panic? Look at yourself. Isn't it just teaching a lesson to some old outsider? You've been chasing women so much, you've lost your nerve. You're a pathetic waste. No, that's not it. Dad, that's no ordinary old man. That's Arthur Vance. He's the richest man of the Vance Consortium. Arthur Vance. He brought hundreds of bodyguards. They've got the whole shantytown surrounded. Ha 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 ha. Arthur Vance? Who is this Arthur Vance? I've been in the capital city for so many years, HMPH. I've never even heard that name. You got scared by some extra and wet your pants. I went to all this trouble to put you in charge, and you let some old fool scare you like this. In this capital city, besides the top families who dare to touch me, Howard Hayes, you're an utter disgrace.
Mr. Hayes. Mr. Hayes, big trouble. Our top 5 upstream suppliers just sent us official letters at the same time. From now on, they're cutting off all supplies to us, starting next week. Or, Cole, all shipments stop.
What did you say? Cut off supplies? Are they insane? What about the penalty fees?
They said they'd rather pay the penalties, even if it bankrupts them. They won't sign a single contract with us. And
I damn well asked them myself. Mr. Brooks, this is Howard Hayes. About your raw materials. What does this mean? I'm telling the truth. The Vance Consortium. This can't be. Dad, I just told you. We're finished. And you called me a waste. He's Arthur Vance of the Vance Consortium. Investigate. Go investigate now. Find out everything. This Arthur Vance, where did he come from? Why is he after me? Go now. Get moving.
Mr. Hayes. Found it. Found it all. That's Arthur Vance, chairman of the Vance Consortium.
They say, who is he really? Why is he ganging up on me? Howard Hayes.
Arthur Vance was in a sea disaster 32 years ago. Saved by Samantha Hayes. He's repaying Samantha's kindness.
No way. Absolutely no way. That guy couldn't even find his parents. His legs were completely rotten back then. I spread the news of his death myself. How could he become chairman? Fake. It's all fake. Dad, what did you say? He's that old loser from back then. Dad, you've ruined me. You've ruined our whole family. Shut up. You worthless piece of crap. Hello? Who's this? Howard Hayes. 32 years, and you don't even recognize my voice. And I was wondering who it was. So it's Mr. Vance. Quite a move you've made. Right after coming back, you cut off my suppliers. But, do you think that because you made some dirty money abroad, you can come back and throw your weight around? Howard Hayes, tomorrow at 10 a.m., come see me at the Vance Consortium headquarters. Dad, he wants us to go on a trip tomorrow. We're done. Completely done. It's not over yet, we don't know who'll win yet. No matter how powerful Arthur Vance is, he's still an outsider. Tomorrow I'll go meet him myself. Let's see what he can do to me. Arthur Vance. We'll see about that. Oh, Arthur Vance. Oh no. Chairman Vance. 32 years, and look at you. A sparrow turned into a phoenix. You called us, father and son, here today, and even invited my dear cousin. Are you planning to catch up? Or are you planning to crush me with your hundreds of billions? Howard Hayes, for 32 years you stole the money I left for Samantha. For 13 years, you have used every illicit means to maliciously sabotage her livelihood. Today I called you here to give you one last chance. Get on your knees and apologize to Samantha. Ha 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 ha. Kneel and apologize to a blind bat. Arthur Vance. Has your brain rotted from being abroad? I've run a clean business for 30 years. You say I ruined her. Where's the evidence? The law is about evidence. Arthur Vance, I admit you're rich now. You can pressure my suppliers. But let me tell you, my accounts are cleaner than your face. All contracts and cash flows are totally legal. You want to use the law to crush me? You can't even touch a hair of mine, let alone sue me.
Howard Hayes. You've done so many heartless, evil things. Aren't you afraid of retribution?
Retribution? I live in a mansion and drive a luxury car now. This is my retribution. Samantha, don't think you found some random rich guy and that'll turn things around. The entire capital's business scene is my network. No matter how powerful Arthur Vance is, he's still an outsider. Unbelievable. Fine. Howard. See you in court. Court it is. Arthur Vance. I have the top-tier legal team in the capital. You want to sue me? I'll drag it out for years, even a decade. Let's see who outlasts whom. Imph.
Howard Hayes is notoriously cunning. If he refuses to admit it, are we really helpless against him?
Samantha. Don't worry. The reason Howard Hayes dares to be so arrogant now is because he thinks he's clever. He doesn't know yet that I've already deployed a 100-lawyer team, and using technology, I've fully traced the ultimate destination of all his behind-the-scenes illicit fund chains. All his disguises, to me, are worse than scrap paper. When court opens, that will be his doom. An outsider is an outsider. Who are you trying to scare, huh? Go back and tell finance to burn all the account books. You hear me? I said tell finance to burn all the account books. Who the hell are you? Where the hell is Leo? What exactly do you want? Easy, Mr. Hayes. If I were Arthur Vance's man, things wouldn't be like this right now. You're not Arthur Vance's man. Then, who exactly are you? Come. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, Mr. Hayes. There are others who want to see Arthur Vance suffer, not just you. Chairman Vance, you transferred $20 billion in 1 month. I heard it's for some countrywoman from the old district. This money belongs to the Vance family. Or is that your personal money, Arthur? Colin, we can discuss this later. In front of all the board members, do you dare to show everyone where the $20 billion went? The $20 billion is under my name. It's my rightful dividend. According to company regulations, the chairman has the right, after filing, to transfer up to twice the value of his own equity. The finance department is full of your people. You're moving a huge sum for a woman. What about the Vance family's reputation? She's my lifesaver. 32 years ago, I drifted to a deserted beach. She spent all her savings to carry me, with my leg half gone, out of the mud and sand. Now she's suffered for 32 years. I can't just sit back and do nothing. Arthur. She's the one who saved you back then, that fishing village girl. Yes, Elder Vance. The Vance family motto, repay kindness. I dare not forget it. Life-saving grace. Just giving $1 million or so is enough. But you transferred $20 billion. That's treating the Vance family like suckers. That life-saving grace. Just give me about $1 million. You transferred $20 billion. That's treating the Vance family like a bunch of suckers. Within 3 days, I will hand in the financial report. As for this past month, what you've been doing behind my back, you know damn well. Do you have evidence? Those little moves of yours, how long do you think you can hide them from me? Colin Vance, I'll see this through to the end. Speak. Vice President Vance, Howard Hayes got back to us. He's willing to meet with you. Give him the address. Tonight at 8, the usual place. Arthur Vance, you think bringing up your savior can keep me down? Before you came back, Vance Group was mine. You stole my position. Now you want to use family rules to push me around. Samantha, you just wait and see. I will make those who bullied you pay the price. Mr. Vance, I found what you asked for. Colin Vance, in the past month, has privately contacted 6 board members, and he used some off-book funds. He can't hold back anymore. Mr. Vance, this evidence is enough to boot him off the board. Not enough. He's been building his influence in the Vance family for 30 years. His roots run deep. This'll only scratch the surface. Won't drive him away. So, what do we do now? Just watch him join forces with Howard Hayes. Let him make a move. If he doesn't move, how will I know where his trump card is? He thinks by connecting with Howard Hayes, he can take me down. Make him move. He won't. How am I supposed to know where his cards are? He thinks that by connecting with Howard Hayes, he can take me down. He goes to Howard Hayes, and all the evidence on Howard's side will surface on its own. I'm waiting for his move. The bigger it is, the cleaner the takedown. Got it, then I'll keep tabs on Colin Vance. Go ahead. Remember, just watch, don't act. Samantha, you've suffered for 32 years. This time, I'll uproot them all. Spare no one. Vice President Vance, you finally made it. I've been waiting for you for almost an hour. Mr. Hayes, what's the rush? How could I not be? That Arthur Vance cut off all my suppliers. The company's cash flow is almost frozen. He says he'll sue me. He wants to make me lose everything. No one wants more than me to take down that Arthur Vance. Mr. Vance, you've got to help me. Mr. Hayes, have a seat first. Do you know when Arthur Vance first came into the Vance family? More than 20 years ago. He was overseas, recognized by someone, and brought back to the Vance family. At that time, my grandfather had already been grooming me as his successor for a full 10 years. As soon as Arthur Vance returned, everyone revolved around him. My grandfather changed his mind that very day. He left the chairman position for him. I grew up in the Vance family. For this family, I never once slept in, and Arthur Vance, he was out there for who knows how long, and as soon as he came back, he took my place. This position of his was originally mine. Vice President Vance, we're the same, you and me. Your position was taken from you, and my business was taken from me. If we join forces, we'll kick him out of Vance Group. Mr. Hayes, I've been waiting for you to say that. Vice President Vance, you tell me, what do we do? Mr. Hayes, you need to understand, Arthur Vance is now not an ordinary person. He is the chairman of the Vance Consortium. Behind him are the entire overseas Vance family resources. Head on. You can't beat him. So what do we do? Just let him walk all over me like that. If force doesn't work, then we fight dirty. We split into two fronts. You handle the outside, I handle the inside. On the outside, stir the pot for me. Public opinion, the internet, the media. Make it as ugly as possible. He's representing Samantha in court, isn't he? Slap mud on him, say he's abusing his power and buying his way out. Don't worry about the cost. I've got you covered. This is my thing. I've got people posting threads, hiring trolls, the whole deal. Don't be afraid to spend money. I'll take care of it. This is my specialty. I've got people under me, post threads, hire internet trolls. I know all the tricks. Right. Make a big enough mess outside, and I'll have plenty to say at the board meeting. You mean at the board meeting, you'll use public opinion to pressure him? Those on the board, those old fools, care most about their reputation. Arthur Vance's personal affairs spreading all over town will affect Vance Consortium's stock price. Those directors are more anxious than me. You handle the board, and I'll handle the outside. Even if Arthur Vance has superpowers, he can't fight us on both fronts. Since he returned to the Vance family, I've been waiting for a chance. Now he's handed me the knife with his own hands. He blew $20 billion on a woman. Once this gets out, we don't even need to make things up. He'll ruin himself. Mr. Hayes, here's to our success. This time, we'll knock him down and he'll never get back up.
Arthur Vance. I never dreamed I'd ever in my life be sitting in a place like this drinking tea.
From now on, if you want to come, you can come anytime. Samantha, do you remember back in the cabin, when you reached under the bed to pull out that tin box? It had dried shrimp and small change inside.
I remember. That was all I had. Back then, your leg was half rotten, but you were still so strong. At that time, you actually wanted to live more than anyone.
Those few days, you went to town every day. And came back to make me soup. You just ate vegetable leaves.
It's all in the past. Why bring that up?
To me, it will never be in the past. Mr. Vance, something's wrong. What's wrong? Howard Hayes has made a move. He bought dozens of online media outlets. Now the internet is full of slanderous messages about you. What slander? Let me see.
What is all this? How dare they write this crap?
They say you're abusing your power, disregarding the law, and oppressing local businesses. They say you used $20 billion to bribe the judicial system. They even made up your shady past overseas. All nonsense.
Arthur. You've never done any of that. How dare they twist the truth like this?
No rush. Let them write.
Let them write. They're ruining your reputation.
This is exactly what I've been waiting for.
No, Arthur. I know Howard Hayes well. He's insatiably greedy. He bullies the weak and fears the strong. But he doesn't have the guts to go after you like this. Someone must be pulling the strings behind him. Someone's feeding him ideas, paving the way for him.
You're right.
And haven't you noticed? He's stirring up so many people to smear you. That's no small amount of money.
His current cash flow has been cut off by me. Suppliers cut him off. He simply can't come up with such a large sum of money to manipulate public opinion.
So someone's funding him. Who would fund Howard Hayes to go after you? Among the people Howard knows, who has that kind of financial power?
It's someone inside Vance Group. My cousin, Colin Vance. Mr. Vance, we tracked it down. The funding for Howard Hayes' internet trolls went through 3 layers of shell companies. The account holder isn't Howard Hayes. It's someone inside Vance Consortium. It's Colin Vance. Colin Vance wants my position. He's been after it for a while now.
So, what are you going to do?
I'll let them finish their act before I take the stage.
Arthur, what's going on between you and your cousin, Colin Vance?
He's hated me for a long time. Ever since I came back to the Vance family. He's resented me. My father was the second son of the Vance family. He died at sea years ago. I drifted in the ocean for 3 days before you saved me. When the family found me, Colin had already been groomed as the successor. For 10 whole years, all the resources and connections were built around him.
Then what happened?
Then I came back. I didn't want to take anything. I just wanted to do good work. But some things, you can't avoid no matter how hard you try. I pulled off a few big projects, opened up overseas markets, and tripled the family's business. The old fools aren't stupid. They know exactly who can make them money. The head of the Vance family made the call, and gave me the chairman's position. Colin, in front of everyone, didn't say a word. But I knew what he was thinking. He thought that position was his, that I took it from him.
He never considered whether failing to become the head of the Vance family was his own fault.
He wouldn't think that way. People like him, they never think they're the problem. They only think someone else got in their way.
So all these years, he's been working against you.
Openly and secretly, non-stop. Before, I never touched him, because he's family, after all. We share the same blood. But he shouldn't have gone after you. He touched someone he shouldn't have.
Arthur.
Samantha. This time, I'm not backing down. After all, he's a member of the Vance family. Sharing the same blood.
But he shouldn't have laid a hand on you.
Messing with the wrong person.
Arthur Vance.
Samantha, and this time I'm not holding back.
So, when are you gonna make a move?
No need to rush. Let Colin Vance and Howard Hayes have their fun for a few more days. Mr. Vance, right now, the whole internet's spreading rumors about you. And the board is already getting wind of it. So if they keep causing trouble, the bigger the mess, the better.
Meaning you want them to lay all their cards on the table.
Because the higher they jump, the harder they'll fall. And if we pull the net now, we'll only get Howard Hayes, as Colin Vance is hiding in the shadows, so he won't get touched.
Meaning, you gotta wait for Colin Vance to come out of hiding.
Right, making him think he's gonna win, so he'll show his hand. Mr. Vance, the board just sent word. Colin Vance has rallied 6 board members. They're calling for an emergency board meeting.
He couldn't sit still, could he?
When? 3 o'clock this afternoon. Got it.
You ready, Arthur?
I've been waiting for this day for a long time. Let's go. Let's face them. Mr. Vance, more people showed up than we thought. Not only are the board members here, but several senior elders from the Vance family have also shown up. Looks like Colin Vance really went all out this time.
Let me go in with you.
No need. Wait for me here. board members and elders, quite the turnout today. Something important to discuss? Chairman Vance. We're not here to talk business today, but to get some answers. Mr. Vance. Those rumors online, we didn't want to believe them, but your transfer of $20 billion is now a done deal. The entire Vance family's reputation has been dragged through the mud by you. The stock price dropped 7% in just 2 days. The Vance family has been in business for generations and never had a scandal like this. Arthur, for an outsider woman, you've put the entire family's reputation on the line. Do you think that's appropriate? Arthur, you were appointed chairman by the head of the Vance family. We weren't supposed to speak up, but this time, you really owe the Vance family a proper explanation. Chairman Vance, everyone's waiting for you to say something. Fine. You want an explanation? Today, I'll give you one. All right. You want an answer? Today, I'll give you one. Make it clear. Go ahead. Where the hell did that $20 billion go? You hired lawyers for Samantha, and detectives to pressure the Hayes Group, all with the Vance Consortium's money. We checked the financial records. That money came from the Vance headquarters. Arthur, you're the chairman. You have the authority to move funds. But you gotta let us founding members have some peace of mind. That woman. What exactly is she to you? She's my savior. 32 years ago, without her, I would have died on that beach. Huh. Savior. Who knows if you're keeping her on the side as your mistress, using the Vance family's money to support her. Who said that? I personally brought Arthur back from overseas. For decades, his character we've all seen clearly. Don't make baseless accusations here. Arthur, you are the head of the Vance family. Say what needs to be said, do what needs to be done. 32 years ago, Howard Hayes embezzled the $50,000 I sent to Samantha and dozens of letters. 13 years, he's been oppressing and persecuting her. I've compiled all this into evidence, and I'll submit it to the court tomorrow. I only moved $20 billion. Not a single cent went into my own pocket. Only a portion was used for legal fees and evidence collection. Every cent is accounted for. Everything I've done has been for the long-term future of the Vance family. As for the remaining money, it's just some prep work in advance. Here's the complete cash flow statement and financial records. Anyone with doubts, check it now. Anybody else got something to say? Then it's settled. Today I've invited you all here, in front of everyone, to make one thing clear. 32 years ago, I washed ashore on a deserted beach. Half my body was buried in the sand. A girl from a fishing village rushed down and carried me, with my rotting leg, out of the sand. She spent every cent she had to heal my wounds. When I recovered, I wanted to go overseas, to start over. She took the little money she had left and pressed it all into my hand. That's how I became who I am today. Over the years, she worked on an assembly line. 12 hours a day, year after year. She was frail and sick, barely eating one meal a day. All her misfortune is because of one person, her cousin, Howard Hayes. He embezzled the money I sent, faked my happiness, and kept her from me for 13 years. Today, I stand here to tell everyone. I'll let the law give Samantha Hayes the justice she deserves.
Mom, Arthur is on TV. Mom, Arthur is telling your story. Mom, nobody's gonna bully you anymore.
Lily, remember. Good people always get what they deserve.
Mr. Vance, the tide has turned. The whole internet has flipped. It's only been 2 hours since the news aired. Every social media platform is talking about you and Samantha. We've got 6 of the top 10 trending topics. Check this one out. So the $20 billion was to repay a debt of gratitude. Totally worth it. Over 1 million likes. And this one. Anyone who bullies my benefactor, I'll curse them out. Count me in. Public opinion is just a gust of wind. It blows over and it's gone. The key is still evidence. Not just that, look below. People are already digging up dirt on Howard Hayes. Someone found old records from Hayes Group about exploiting employees 10 years ago, saying their factory withheld wages, forced illegal overtime. Workers collapsed in their beds and no one cared. And people are saying Hayes Building Materials Company used nothing but substandard materials. Houses cracked within 3 years. Several homeowners are filing a joint lawsuit. Most importantly, a former employee who worked at Hayes Group back in the day has come forward publicly to testify. He says he personally saw Howard Hayes order his men to smash other people's stalls. Do they have a name? Yes. He says he's willing to testify in court. Howard Hayes has offended too many people over the years. He thinks money can shut everyone up, but you can shut them up for a while. Not forever. How did this happen? Didn't you say those media outlets were all on our side? Why are they all speaking for him? Dad, it's not the media speaking for him. It's netizens siding with him. Those comments can't be suppressed. Arthur Vance. Well played. Arthur Vance, you want to play the public opinion game, huh? Mr. Vance, have you seen the news? The whole internet is cursing me now. When are you going to act? What's the rush? Let him have his moment. Hurry up. If we wait any longer, I'm done. Arthur Vance, huh? So you're manipulating public opinion, huh? Mr. Vance, have you seen the news? Now everyone online is cursing me. When are you going to make a move? What's the rush? Let him have his moment for a couple of days. Hurry up. If we delay any longer, I'm finished. Vice President Vance. Don't panic. I've found you a new legal team. The best criminal defense team in the capital city. The lead lawyer is the one who won 3 not guilty verdicts in a row. He's willing to take my case. As long as the money is in place, he's on board. Fine, whatever it costs. Arthur Vance is making such a big fuss. For sure, he doesn't have much evidence on you. The louder he protests, the more it shows he's got something to hide. I told you so. He's just an outsider. How powerful can he be? And the bigger the fuss he makes, the more the old fools in the Vance family will be pissed off, the more reason I have to impeach him. Good, attack from both inside and outside, so he can't handle both fronts. You hold the fort outside. Leave the media to me. Within 3 days, I'll make sure Arthur Vance knows he picked the wrong opponent. I'll just say one thing today. The lawsuit I filed against Howard Hayes will officially go to trial in 3 days. All the evidence has been submitted to the court. Everyone is welcome to watch. Mr. Vance, Howard Hayes says you have no real evidence. We'll see in court in 3 days. Attorney Ross, I saw the news. You announced the trial starts in 3 days, but you gave me more than one case. These cases all need to be prepared with a lot of paperwork and a complete chain of evidence. In 3 days, it's tough to get everything ready. How many people and how much money you need? Just name it. I just need your word. Can it be done in 3 days? Mr. Vance, are you serious? If Howard Hayes gets one more day of freedom, Samantha will suffer another day. So I want him to face the punishment he deserves as fast as possible. All right, with your word, within 3 days I'll have everything ready. Attorney Ross, thank you for your hard work. Who's there? Mr. Vance, sorry to bother you. I'm the president of the City Chamber of Commerce. President Davis, I've heard so much about you. I heard you're recently suing Howard Hayes, so I'd like to invite you over tomorrow for tea and a chat. Sure, what time tomorrow? 3 p.m. at Grandview Tea House. I'll be waiting for you. Mr. Vance, please, have a seat. I've been the president of the City Chamber of Commerce for 20 years. I've seen plenty of outside businessmen. The feud between you and Howard Hayes, I've heard about it. Your benefactor. And the embezzled money. It's a sympathetic situation, no doubt. But Hayes Group is a leading local enterprise. It has 2,000 employees and dozens of supporting factories. If you file this lawsuit, have you thought about the consequences? 2,000 people will lose their jobs. The local economy will be affected. Can you take responsibility for that? I don't care what grudge you have with Howard Hayes, but Howard Hayes wasn't wrong about one thing. You're destroying the local economy, causing countless people to lose their jobs. Those workers, what did they do wrong? Why should they shoulder the burden for your benefactor? You made money outside and came back. You want to stand up for someone, I get that. But if you bring down Howard Hayes, what you'll destroy is the livelihood of 2,000 families. Mr. Vance, this lawsuit, just drop it. President Davis, you done. You say Howard Hayes' company is big. It can't be touched. Then let me ask you, what did he start with? He embezzled the money I sent to Samantha to keep her alive. He built his fortune on that dirty money. His entire status, built on crime. All these years, he's been exploiting employees, withholding wages, and destroying livelihoods. Don't tell me, as chamber president, you didn't know. He destroyed 32 years of someone's life. I'm settling this score. That's personal between you two. Personal grudge. President Davis, you say Hayes Group is a local leader, so it's untouchable. But I tell you, precisely because it's a leader, I should sue it even more. If a company gets big and can break the rules and trample on others' rights without facing consequences, then, in this society, how many will take shortcuts and become unscrupulous trespassers? We have all this wealth, not for fun, but to bear more responsibility. Responsibility. Arthur Vance. Don't give me that. This is the capital city. You, for one woman, are going against the whole business community. Let's see how long you'll last. President Davis. The capital city isn't your personal property. Before the law, who's big and who's small, the court will decide. President Davis. This capital city isn't yours. Before the law, who's above whom? The court will decide. Arthur, do you know who you're talking to? Of course I do. You're the president of the City Chamber of Commerce. The businessmen in this city all have to show you respect. In this tiny place, you've thrown your weight around for too long. But you dare to challenge me today? She is my savior. Without her, I wouldn't be where I am today. I'm going through with this lawsuit. President Davis, you're really pushing me to drop the case for Howard Hayes, aren't you? What exactly is your relationship with Howard Hayes? Are there any financial dealings between you two? Did you ever get a share of the dirty money he used to start his business? How dare you? Who the hell do you think you are to investigate me? I will definitely investigate. All the dealings between you and Howard Hayes over the years, I will dig them out one by one. You'd better hope I don't find out that back then, when he embezzled that money, you were already in on it. This case, I will never drop it, no matter what. I, Arthur Vance. It will seek justice for Samantha.
Arthur, are you okay?
I'm fine, Samantha. Let me ask you something.
What is it?
After the trial ends, what do you most want to do?
I want to take Lily back to our hometown to see it. I don't know, I wonder if that cabin's still there.
It must still be there. You once said the door would always be open for me.
Arthur, it's been 32 years. You still remember?
Every word you said. I remember them all. Samantha, rest assured, I will fight this case to the end. No one can stop me.
I believe you. Done.
Court tomorrow. Everything's ready.
Arthur. Back then, you were covered in wounds. Half your leg was rotted. I thought you wouldn't last 3 days. But you pulled through. You got stronger every day, the light in your eyes, I'd never seen anything like it in the village. So, I gave you my savings and put you on that boat. Not because I wanted anything in return, but because I knew you didn't belong there.
Samantha, you gave me everything you had, but didn't it ever occur to you? What if you misjudged?
I'm a good judge of character. The days you were unconscious, I stayed by your side. You kept saying you wouldn't give up. Someone who refuses to give up at death's door is no ordinary person. Then I got married, had a child, was widowed, and moved to the city to work. That was just my fate.
You shouldn't have had to suffer so much. You're the one who should have lived a good life.
Arthur, just seeing you again makes me content. The past suffering is over.
Samantha. Wait for me. In court tomorrow, I'll get justice for you.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
What's wrong?
I never thought I'd ever set foot in a place like this.
Mom, don't be scared. Arthur's here.
I'm not scared. I just never thought this day would actually come.
Let's go. I now declare the Howard Hayes case is now in session. Your Honor, all charges by the plaintiff against the defendant are false accusations. Hayes Group is a legitimate business, a 20-year-old enterprise. The plaintiff's claims of illegal operations and exploiting employees lack a single shred of evidence. This is a malicious prosecution using public opinion to apply pressure. The plaintiff, relying on their deep pockets, bought off the media, manipulated public opinion, and is trying to crush our local legitimate business with money. But this court runs on evidence, not who's got more money and calls the shots. None of the plaintiff's charges hold up at all. We request the court to dismiss all charges and hold the plaintiff accountable for false accusations. The plaintiff may proceed. Chief Judge, we request to submit the first batch of evidence. These are the records of Hayes Group from 10 years ago, using fake capital injection and dual contracts for the illegal takeover of the building materials factory. Submit them. These are Hayes Group's withholding wages and illegal overtime labor arbitration records. 47 in total. This is the inspection report regarding Hayes Group's construction using substandard materials that caused building cracks. Each piece of this evidence has a signature, an official stamp, and a date. Chief Judge. These documents, Chief Judge. We also have witnesses. Hayes Group's former CFO, former production manager, and others, 12 people, all willing to testify. Howard Hayes. You think what you did no one knows, but you exploited employees and withheld wages. The people you hurt. Every one of them remembers. Today, sitting in the audience, those people are all here to put you away. Chief Judge, the above evidence is just the first case. Next is the real core of this case. The case of the defendant, Howard Hayes, who 32 years ago maliciously stole and seized Miss Samantha Hayes' personal property. Order. The defendant, Howard Hayes, 32 years ago, maliciously stole and robbed Miss Samantha Hayes of her personal property. Order in the court. Nonsense. What theft of property? I have no idea what you're talking about. "32 years ago, after Arthur Vance established himself overseas, he sent Samantha Hayes $50,000 and dozens of letters. That money never got to Samantha. Cause it was intercepted by one man. And that was Howard Hayes. He took that money and used this hard-earned money to start a company, building it into today's Hayes Group. Not only that, he also misappropriated Samantha's parents' homestead and the fishing village property. This here is the original land deed transfer record. Where's the evidence? Samantha's signature on it was proven forged by handwriting analysis. Howard Hayes used that stolen cash to build his fortune and built his factory on that stolen land. Everything he has, none of it is truly his. Under current law and property appreciation calculations, Howard Hayes must compensate Samantha Hayes for all losses, totaling $708 million. No way, you're all ganging up on me. Howard Hayes should compensate Samantha Hayes for all losses, totaling $708 million. No wow, you're all conspiring against me. $700 million, how is that possible? 32 years, what proof do you even have? Chief Judge, the plaintiff's accusations are completely unfounded. 32 years ago, no contract, no transfer records, not even one IOU. The so-called letters in US dollars are nothing but the plaintiff's word. The law requires evidence, not fairy tales, Your Honor. Don't let the plaintiff keep acting out and maliciously inciting the gallery. If the plaintiff insists on empty words, we'll move to dismiss and hold the plaintiff accountable for false accusations. Arthur, did you hear that? No proof, it's a false accusation. You say I took $50,000. Where's the evidence? You say I forged the land deed. Where's the evidence? You're all ganging up on me. You have no proof? That's a false accusation. Chief Judge, we request to summon a witness. Call the witness. What are you doing here? Your Honor, I've kept this cloth bag hidden for 32 years. Today I finally brought it out. Chief Judge, these are the letters in US dollars that Arthur Vance sent from overseas to Samantha Hayes 32 years ago, intercepted by Howard Hayes, and kept by the witness until now. Witness, please state the facts of this case. 32 years ago, Howard Hayes came to me, saying his cousin took in an outsider who went overseas and sent money and letters back. We split the money together. We divided the letters and cash. He took the bigger share. This has been weighing on me for 32 years. I haven't had a single peaceful night. You're full of crap. It was clearly you. You came to me to split the money. Now you're playing the saint. You were the one who came to me to split the money. To me. Howard Hayes, put your hand on your heart and tell me, how much did Arthur Vance pay an old man like you to risk going to jail just to testify against me? I took money. Howard Hayes, you embezzled that $50,000, started a company, and became a boss. You live in a mansion, living the good life. And me? I took that little money and have been stuck in the village my whole life. Your success should have included me. How come you get to be the big boss while I still live in that shack? That's because you had no ability. Who's to blame? I have no ability. You know damn well what you did. When we split the money back then, why didn't you say anything? Now you're turning your back on me. All these years, you've been strutting around like a big shot outside, but when I came to you for help, you blew me off. You were scared I'd ruin your little gig. You took the money, so you should have shut your mouth. All these years, I've given you plenty of hush money, haven't I? Ha ha ha. You all heard that, right? He admitted it himself. Hush money. That's hush money. Order in the court. This is the court's final warning. Anyone who disrupts court order again will be removed from the gallery and detained according to law. Chief Judge, in the final phase of the trial, we are adding a new charge. Chief Judge, the plaintiff is maliciously delaying the trial. The trumped-up charges they've submitted are already too many. Objection. Overruled. Defense attorney, watch your language. Sit down. Our charge is that the defendant, Howard Hayes, over the past 13 years, used his power to systematically subject his cousin, Miss Samantha Hayes, to inhumane malicious persecution and deprivation of livelihood.
Attorney Ross, what are you talking about? What deprivation of livelihood?
Miss Samantha Hayes, do you think the misfortune of your early life was because of bad luck? 7 years ago, to support your daughter, you set up a breakfast stall on the street, working from before dawn to way past midnight. But within just 3 months, the cart you depended on was smashed to pieces in a rainstorm. It was Howard Hayes who maliciously harassed you and personally pressured you. Three years ago, you went to the toughest electronics factory, working on the assembly line. You worked overtime day and night. For 3 whole years. You finally made it to quality control supervisor. But just when you were about to receive your first bonus, the factory suddenly, citing your health condition, forcibly dismissed you without paying a single cent in compensation.
So, it really was you.
Chief Judge, 3 times in total. Every time Miss Samantha Hayes tried to stand tall and live with dignity, every time she wanted to survive by her own hands, there was a viper behind her, tightly gripping her throat. And that viper is her cousin, Howard Hayes.
Howard Hayes. I thought I was useless, I thought I was cursed, and didn't deserve to live in this world. Every night, I hated myself, wondering why I was so useless that I couldn't even earn enough to give my daughter a decent life. And it turns out it was you, the one who personally pushed me down.
This court declares a 15-minute recess. This court continues the hearing. Plaintiff's attorney, your statement, please. The defendant Howard Hayes and his son John Hayes, during the operation of Hayes Group, have repeatedly used violent means to suppress competitors, threaten employees, and maliciously withhold workers' wages. This is a joint complaint from 47 workers. They had their wages withheld, were forced to work overtime, suffered work-related injuries with no compensation. Your Honor, please investigate this matter thoroughly. This court now pronounces the verdict. The plaintiff's charges against the defendant, all of them, are supported by conclusive evidence, and the facts are clear. This court accepts all of them. Howard Hayes receives a combined punishment for multiple offenses, sentenced to 20 years, with all illegal gains confiscated. John Hayes, as an accomplice, is sentenced to 8 years. Arthur Vance, I didn't know. I'm begging you on my knees. Please, just let me go. Arthur, I had nothing to do with it. It was all my dad's fault. Let me go. "32 years ago, even the next village knew Samantha had it the hardest. She was the one who needed it most. When you embezzled that money, did you ever think of letting her go? You pushed her to the edge, making her almost lose her sight. Did you ever think of sparing her? Samantha saved my life. But because of you, she lived 32 years in a living hell. When you did all those terrible things, did you ever think you'd end up like this? When you stole money? When you oppressed workers? When you drove her to desperation? Did you even once think it would come to this? I'm not here today to hear you beg. I'm here to tell you that for everything you did to them, the law will make you pay. Samantha, let's go. This is over. The defendants Howard Hayes and John Hayes are hereby imprisoned. Court adjourned. Let go of me. I gave you so much money, and in the end, you can't even beat a woman? Useless. All of you are useless. Speak. Vice President Vance, Arthur just announced that in half an hour, there will be an emergency meeting at headquarters. He wants you there now. What do you mean? Is he really daring to move against me? Arthur Vance, quit your little tricks around here. What gives you the right to call an emergency board meeting? What the hell are you up to? Your show is over, Colin Vance. On your knees, bastard. I bled and fought for the Vance family. Why the hell should I kneel? Because you colluded with outsiders and bit the hand that feeds you. Attempting to bring the century-old Vance legacy to ruin in one fell swoop, I now declare today we're holding a joint family and board meeting. First up on the agenda is to have the sinner Colin Vance expelled from the Vance family for good, stripped of all positions, and removed from the family registry. Expel me from the family? Arthur Vance, who the hell do you think you are? What gives you the right to convict me? Mr. Vance, don't worry, this time I will definitely avenge you. Sam, hold Arthur Vance down. I promise he'll never get back on his feet. Make it clean. As long as Arthur Vance is disgraced in Haichang, the Vance family will be mine sooner or later. You'll be handsomely rewarded. Over the years, you've used your position to embezzle Vance family funds, totaling $1.4 billion. You intended to divide the Vance family and turn the century-old Vance family into your personal property. Colin Vance, what do you have to say for yourself? Colin Vance, you heartless bastard. The company trusted you with the funds, and you lined your own pockets. And we called you our brother. You dare touch the foundation of the Vance family? You want to make us all starve? You greedy bastard, fire him. Don't act all high and mighty. This was all your idea. Back when you stole the money, you took tens of millions in dividends. And your son drives a luxury car. Where did the money for his mansion come from? It all came from me. Now you want to burn the bridge after crossing it. Enough. This is a disgrace to the family. By order from the head, anyone who colluded with Colin Vance, or lined their own pockets, no matter who, will be dismissed and expelled from the Vance family. All will be prosecuted according to the law. Arthur Vance, you're brave and resourceful, loyal and righteous. You're the only backbone of the Vance family. From today onward, I formally pass the position of the head of the Vance family to Arthur Vance. What gives him the right? What gives him the right to take the seal of the head? I've grown up in the Vance family and worked like a dog for 40 years. He's just an outsider. Sir, you're playing favorites, and I won't stand for it. Why? Because you are extremely stupid and utterly incompetent. If the Vance family were to fall into the hands of someone like you, worse than a beast, that would truly be the end. Guards, get this shameless thing out. Let me go. Arthur, I am a pillar of the Vance family. You can't treat me like this. Arthur. Greetings, head of the family.
Attorney Ross. Is the verdict out?
Miss Hayes, we won everything. For Howard Hayes and his son John Hayes, all illegal assets under their names have been fully seized. Given the 13 years of persecution and deprivation you endured, the court has ruled that Hayes Group must within 3 days be subject to forced execution of an astronomical compensation to you, totaling $500 million.
$500 million. Attorney Ross, I'm not dreaming, am I?
Miss Hayes, you're not dreaming. This is justice delayed by 33 years. You deserve this.
Mom, we won. We really won. The bad guys are caught. They paid us the money.
Lily. After all these years, Mom can finally let you live a good life. Mom didn't lie to you. Just hold on. The dawn will surely come.
Samantha. Lily. I'm sorry, I'm late. But from now on, as long as I, Arthur, am here, in this world, there will be no one who dares to make you shed a single tear.
Arthur. If it weren't for you, I'd still be in the dark, let alone getting this compensation. Arthur, thank you. Thank you so much.
Samantha. How many times have I told you? Don't ever thank me again. 32 years ago, if it weren't for you digging me out from that deserted beach with your own hands, I, Arthur, would have become nothing but a pile of bones. Everything I have now, the Vance Consortium, trillions in net worth, it's all thanks to you. Even if I gave you the entire Vance family and all I own, it wouldn't compare to the life-saving grace you showed me back then. No matter how I repay you, it would never be too much. Even if I gave you the entire Vance family, it could never compare to your life-saving grace back then. No matter how much I repay you, it's never enough.
Arthur, the past suffering is over. With this money, Lily and I will be set for the rest of our lives. But I don't want to just sit back and spend it. I want to use this money to do something more meaningful.
What do you want to do? Just say the word. I'll have the Vance Consortium's top business team come help you. Whether you need projects or funding, you've got it. I'll have your back every step of the way.
No, Arthur. This time, I want to do it myself. Over the years, I've run a tailor shop, run a street stall, and worked at an electronics factory. I know that in this world, there are countless people like me back then, crushed by life and barely able to breathe, just people at the bottom. I want to use this $500 million to start a charity startup foundation. I want to help those who have no way out. Give them the confidence, so that one day they can rely on their own 2 hands and stand tall.
All right. Since you want to fly on your own, I'll watch you soar. The doors of the Vance Consortium are always open for you.
Founded by the nation's renowned philanthropist Miss Samantha Hayes, the Sunwood Charity Foundation has today officially become the largest charitable relief organization in the country. To date, the foundation has established over 300 support centers, helping millions of people rebuild their lives. Mom, I got in. Mom, I got in. I'm number 1.
Atta girl. I'm so proud of you.
Now, the whole country knows about the great philanthropist Samantha. The Vance Consortium has tried several times to sponsor your foundation, but your secretary keeps turning us down. Really, you won't even show me, the head of the family, any respect?
Boss Vance, our foundation needs independence. We can't just keep taking your money. Besides, you've already helped me enough.
Yeah, it's been so many years. Remember? 32 years ago, right on this beach, I was about to die. You were dressed in rags and lifted the boat off me.
How could I forget? Back then, as I lifted you, I was shouting for help. I was really afraid you'd die.
Samantha. Thank you. Thank you for saving Arthur's life back then. And thank you even more for, after all that suffering, still being willing to show the greatest kindness to the world.
Arthur, I should be the one thanking you. The fact I can stand here today, watching Lily grow up, is all because of you. Let's go, Arthur. Tomorrow, there are countless people waiting for us to change their destinies.
All right. Let's walk into tomorrow together.